And whose team is this? Is this your team? Or is this your daddy's team?
Thanks for listening to the Dad Mode Podcast, common sense parenting in a politically correct world. Here's your host, Andy Carlson.
Welcome back to the Dad Mode Podcast, common sense parenting in a politically correct world. I'm your host, Andy Carlson, at Andy Carlson Show on the Twitter machine. I'm a father. I have no idea what I'm doing, but you ain't either there, Chiefy, so let's try and learn something together today. Website is dadmodepod.com. Twana tweet at us. There we go. At dadmodepod, or use the hashtag dadmode. We're also on Facebook. Do that up, like our page. Do that as well. Today, I'm riding solo today. Nick is at a geology conference, an asbestos conference or something. Either way, he's in the Dells. And you know, the Wisconsin Dells are a very odd anomaly to me, because it's if you've ever been to the Dells, it's a lot of fun. Especially if you go to like the Kalahari or Noah's Ark is out there too. I do remember as a kid there was always a community organization, like youth sports leagues. It would they'd get together and they organize a Noah's Ark trip a couple times a summer. That was fun. Nice little bus ride out there and back. And then as you get older, it's you look back at it, it's like, they just built a giant amusement park in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of BF, Wisconsin, which is basically it. If you go anywhere around the Dells in like a 50-mile radius, it's nothing. It's just a stretch of 90 where it's just absolutely nothing. There's nothing there. But yeah, Nick's there. So Ryan Solo Day, talking a little Christmas stuff. And I'm a little guilty. Well, I feel guilty. I don't know if I'm guilty, but I have no desire to put up a Christmas tree. I really don't. I do not. And I know that everyone and their moms. And this isn't this is kind of a recent development. Like, as a kid, I was always it's the day after Thanksgiving. Let's put up the Christmas tree. Let's trim the tree. Even though we always have a fake tree. Fake trees are the way to go, by the way. I've already said that whenever how many kids we have, because the wife wants 3. I like agreeing with the wife, so we'll say 3. We'll wait till they're all 3 of them are of the age where they'll have memories, so older than 3, basically, maybe 5. And then we'll get 1 year. We'll do the whole drive down to the Christmas tree place or the Christmas tree farm. We'll chop it down ourselves, which means I will chop down the stupid tree. We'll get it wrapped. We'll put it on top of the car, and then we'll drive home, singing Christmas carols and sipping hot chocolate and maybe something stronger than Dad's hot chocolate. And we'll do that 1 year when the kids are old enough to remember it, and they'll always look back fondly on it. But for the rest of the time, it is fake tree, homie. Fake trees are the way to go. And I know that some people are real tree purists, and yeah, I kind of get that. But it's like, all right, so you got a dead tree in your house. You're trying to keep it alive by feeding it sugar water. It's like you already murdered this thing, and you're trying to get it to die less fast. You're getting it to die slower by just giving it diabetes. There we go. Come on, little tree. Come on, little yeah, that really works. But as you get older, I still love the Christmas season, and I still love the decorations and knickknacks and tchotchkes that the wife has put up for Christmas stuff. Still love the smell of Christmas cookies, even though I'm doing a no sugar, no grain thing. We'll make an exception for Christmas cookies on Christmas Day. The mother-in-law makes fantastic Spritz cookies. Yeah, like the small stamped ones. Some of them have a little mint to them, or I think it's cream cheese. Either way, they're magical. They're delightful. And where am I going with this? Oh, so definitely not in the definitely am in the Christmas spirit. Maybe that was a Freudian slip. So it's not a Scrooge situation. I just have no desire to put up a tree because we're going to put in the living room. And that's where the upstairs living room, and that's where Margaret spends most of her time throughout the day. That's where her most of her toys are. That's where her playpen is, etc. And I know that once we put that thing up, it's going to be 75% just keeping her away from the tree. Because I just feel like it's going to be worse than a cat. I feel like she's going to be so curious, especially at this age. She's 18 months now. She's just going to want to get in there, F with the tree, and then that'll be my December. Yeah. So that's why it's, gosh, what day is it? It is the 10th now. Yeah, so it's slightly more than 2 weeks for Christmas. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Less than, yes, no, less than, more than. It's basically 2 weeks until Christmas. We haven't put our tree up yet. And I'm trying to convince the wife of like, hey, let's not put it up. You know, because we have the normal 6 foot, or is it 7 foot? I don't even know, but normal for like full size, like Douglas fir fake tree. And I'm trying to convince her, is like, we have a mini tree that was our first tree when we lived in an apartment when we first were married, and it's like, let's just put that little MFer up. Huh? How about that? Put up that little guy, huh? No? And then we'll put it up very, very high, away from Muggsy and the dogs and everything like that. No, but I don't think that's going through. Yeah, we'll see. Speaking of mini trees, if you're buying up a new tree, they'll be on sale online, and also a bunch of decorations. Do it through Amazon. Use our link and support the show. dadmodepod.com/Amazon. It'll take you to the homepage, bookmark it, and every time you shop or buy something, some last-minute gifts, I think, order on Amazon by the 22nd for guaranteed Christmas delivery, because Christmas falls on Sunday this year. But yeah, do that up. Easiest way to support the show, because you're already shopping on Amazon. Just use our link, and we'll get a little taste, and we'll keep on and keeping them. So that's the main thing that I wanted to complain about. Also, we're in a beautiful bubble age where, if Margaret was 3 or 4 years old, she would probably cry if we didn't put up the Christmas tree, and I don't blame her. Kids love Christmas. I love Christmas. I loved Christmas. I still love Christmas, but you know what I mean. More hardcore as a kid. And, gosh, I always remember my grandparents had these great ornaments, and I have no idea what happened to them as, when they downsized to a townhouse and eventually assisted living, that I think they just got lost in the shuffle. But there were these really big-ass ornaments, probably weighed about 1.5 pounds a piece. They were pretty hefty. And there were the motion ones, the ones where you pull out a light from the light string, you plug this in, and then it powers the ornament. And they had 3 of them, and one of them was just like Santa and a sleigh, just like running through the shop and loading up and stuff. And the other one was like I Frosty was in a plane. I mean, they were really cool. And I always remember those from my childhood. And my grandma decorated the hell out of a tree. Like, she was really gung-ho about this, and she was it was the kind of Christmas tree that was almost as wide as it was tall, where it was like probably a 7-foot tree, maybe even 8-foot tree, but thick. I'm like telling you, it came to a point at the top, but it was definitely like barrel chested. Like, that thing looked like an NFL guard out there, just how wide it was. And don't worry about it. There's plenty of room underneath the tree, because Grandma spoiled the shit out of all of us. Yeah, I love that woman. She made great cookies too. Gosh, what were we talking about? But Muggsy being in like this golden age between newborn and, I'll say 3, but actually probably about 2.5, where they're not into it. They're not capable of fully grasping what's going on. They don't really understand Santa. Oh, we took Muggsy to see Santa last Saturday. She wasn't having that. She was not having that at all. So I don't know if that's an upgrade from the first year where she just fell asleep. She just fell asleep in Santa's lap. It's like, whatevs. Yeah. And it's a beautiful age where you can be very lax with things. Like, I don't have to do Elf on the Shelf, which I think is a farce anyways, but I'll do it because I love my daughter and I love my wife. The wife doesn't listen to this anyway, so it's great. And you don't have to wrap the presents, because they'll probably enjoy the wrapping paper better anyways. So maybe just put some wrapping paper off to the side. Don't have to hang lights. They're not going to complain about no lights on the outside of the house. You save on the electricity bill. It's fantastic. It is great being in this bubble right now, but I think next Christmas, Muggsy will be 2.5. That's going to be about the time when it's like, so old man, when gonna put up the tree? When are we going to do this? When are we going to do that? And then all of a sudden, it's over. It is just game over. And I'm going to be very sad about that. Yeah. I had a kind of an interesting incident happen when we were out shopping for the wife's, a couple of the wife's Christmas presents. It was just me and Muggsy, and I could talk openly about this because the wife doesn't listen to the show. So we were at the Women's Foot Locker, and so we were out at the mall and pick out a new pair of running shoes for the wife because that's what she wants for Christmas. Maybe a couple like workout outfits as well. And all of a sudden, I'm like, oh man, I really gotta pee because I drink a lot of coffee and I stay really hydrated during the day. I drink a shit ton of water, and so I'm like, oh my god, I gotta piss. So Muggsy is just with me. I got her in, like the strollers that they have in the mall. Yeah, I just had to rent one for $25. Yeah, so we're rolling around in that. I'm just like, all right, so what do I do here? She's not of an age where she can chill yet. I don't even know what age that would be, where you just have her sit outside on those benches, in the hallway leading up to the bathroom. Do we go in the family bathroom? Except there wasn't a family bathroom at this one, so I just rolled the cart stroller thing into the men's, and I just put her off to the side. I pissed real quick. I washed my hands, and I got out. And I was just like, I don't even know if this is correct protocol. Like, if this is incorrect, tweet at me or put something on Facebook or, because I don't know what I should do. So she's obviously a girl, and she's a year and a half old, and is that fine? I mean, it's okay because the bathroom is empty. But what if there's guys in there? Like what if there was other people in there? Like, do we need a? We always talk about in society we're talking about like transgender bathrooms. Do we need a bathroom where you just bring kids in? Wait, that's family bathroom. Shit, never mind. We already got that. Yeah. So I'm just lucky I didn't have to go number 2 because what would I had to do? Wheel it into like the handicap stall and then just like face her away from me, like avert your eyes, child, avert your eyes. And it's also funny whenever I go to a bathroom too. I never take the handicap stall because I just know with my luck that I get it. You like the spaciousness. You like the extra real estate. It's nice to spread out a little bit and kind of kick your shoes off, relax. But actually don't kick your shoes off in a public bathroom because that's how you get gangrene. But I just never do it because I'm just so afraid that I know the second I do, some guy's going to roll up in a wheelchair and be like, knocking on the door is like, who's in there? You better be handicapped or you're taking away my bathroom privileges. I'm just like, I don't want to do that. No, that'd be a way to go. But random bathroom story. So it's obviously freezing here in Minnesota. I think it's like high of 5 degrees today. Great. And I was pumping gas, and apparently the minivan we got is like a 95-gallon van, right? So it was 3/4 empty, and I'm just sitting there pumping gas, and I see it run past 10 gallons, 12 gallons, 13 gallons, whatever. And I have to piss this entire time, right? Talk about how I have a small bladder and I'm always drinking water and coffee. And so I got to piss, and this thing just keeps going and going and going. Eventually I do the thing where, you grab, when you're pumping gas, you squeeze it, then you flip the kickstand and it just keeps pumping. But this one, I had to go so badly that it was starting to come out the top a little bit, you know what I mean? So I just I took it off the kickstand and I just squeezed as hard as I could. So on the gas pump. So this thing's like kicking in overdrive, and I just see it going up, and it's still going. And I'm like, Eventually got to 16 gallons. So apparently we have a 20-gallon gas tank in the van. So that's good to know, I guess. And did all that, shut it down, ran to the bathroom, and I was at the urinal, and it was a quick trip bathroom. So it was a urinal and a bathroom stall. The door was closed on the stall, but I get in there, and I'm just like, audibly, and then, of course, 2 seconds later, I hear from the stall. So I'm like, son of a bitch. The one time I actually like have a quasi orgasm pissing is when there's someone 2 feet away from me, just dropping a load, just dropping a deuce, just like whatever. It's like fantastic. It was great. Yeah, so shopping with the Christmas thing. I have a commercial I want to complain about here in 2 seconds, but the Christmas gift that we've decided to get Margaret, it's a kitchen set because she likes the kitchen set thing, and I know that some social justice warriors, some crumb bums, whatever, think that, giving a girl a kitchen set, that is so sexist and demeaning. How dare you? Except, the thing is that I'm the primary one that cooks. I'm the primary one that spends time in the kitchen. I was a sous chef for a while, and I'm the one who does like 97% of the cooking. The wife bakes. She does phenomenal in that. And I think her go-to is spaghetti. I think she can make spaghetti. But that's kind of about it. So the way I see it is like, I'm kind of going against gender stereotypes. So why can't my daughter have a kitchen set? Maybe she wants to be a chef, like on Top Chef. This isn't the 50s, man. This isn't women go back in the kitchen and make me a sandwich. This is not that time. And also, she's my kid, and I don't care what your opinion is, so whatever. There we go. The commercial I wanted to bitch about is, you saw this one over Thanksgiving. They played it pretty hardcore, and it's for Xfinity. So it's the cable internet dish provider company. And it's this teenage girl was like tweeting on her Instagram snapping chat saying that, I got to go to grandma's. They don't have internet. They don't have Wi-Fi. This is going to be such a drag. It's like, because you can't use your data. Like, is grandma's house a dead spot? You can't use your data on there? Shut up, kid. And, yeah, let's go through the commercial.
I'm going to my grandma's house where there's no
Grandma's
on-demand, no Netflix, and no Wi-Fi. Sad face.
My grandma's house is straight medieval. Brr. She's got no Wi-Fi. # not so Merry Christmas.
Entering the gates of hell.
These are the grandparents
no
reading their
Wi-Fi and
kids'
no
tweets.
AKA grandma's. What does she mean?
I don't know. She means that we're not up to date.
Really? Ooh, look at that.
They're calling Xfinity. There they are. Oh, yeah, I love this song.
What?
Hey,
Home. Let me go. All right, so now they're checking out all the technology. The granddaughter's like, whoa.
What's in it?
I got no more wrinkles.
Oh, now she's Snapchatting pictures of grandma.
That's a Christmas present from a very dear friend of mine.
Grandma.
Oh, she just Instagram a picture of grandma.
No. Just kidding. There's only 5.
Okay, that was pretty good. Then at the end, she tweeted, "Heart Grandma, # Best Christmas Ever, hands up." The praise one. And it's like, yeah, what about Grandpa? Yeah, what about Grandpa in this whole thing? Who do they paid for this? Yeah. Anyways, the commercial bugged me because it's like, I get it's the typical kid and all their stupid technology, but it's like you can't do without your phone for 6 hours, spend a day with your grandparents. Because looking back, and I'm sure I was this way as a kid too, where you're like, this is boring. I want to hang out with my friends. I want to go play football. I want to go play sports, whatever. But just looking back, as an adult now, Christmas at grandma's house was the best. It was the absolute best to have all the family there, and you're watching special on TV. You're giving out gifts. You got great food, and you're going to church, and it's just great. You just think about those memories now, like I also think of the idiosyncrasies. Like, I'm sure every family has this, and it varies from game to game. But my dad, my grandpa, my uncle were like hardcore, like competitive with cribbage, and I put off learning cribbage until, unfortunately, until like my grandpa passed away, my dad passed away, my uncle lives down in Kansas City, and I was like, because I would have loved to get in on that, because now I'm a cribbage master, because I whoop the wife's ass all the time in cribbage. Like, I'm a 15-2, 15-4, 15-6, and straight 8. Suck it, son. That's what we do at cribbage. Like, they would get it would get a little heated, especially around the holidays. You got a couple beers, you got some Christmas spirits, the ghost of Christmas spirits past, coming in, and it gets intense. Also, the grandma makes fantastic Christmas cookies. She would also keep them on the porch. The 3-season porch off the front of the house. Just always have the stamped Spritz cookies. She also did phenomenal ones. I can't say that they're better than the mother-in-law's, because then I wouldn't be allowed to have any on Christmas. So not gonna go there. She would do the peanut butter ones with the like star cluster, in the middle, like the Hershey's Kiss in the middle. Those are a mainstay, right? Also the peanut butter clusters, where I'm pretty sure you just take a fistful of peanuts and then maybe some peanut butter as a binder, dip them in chocolate, and there you go. That's your thing. Merry Christmas. Or you take 2 Ritz crackers and then you peanut butter them, then you put them in the chocolate. Yeah. And the wife always talks about how it's one of her favorite memories of doing those up with the mother-in-law during Christmas. And I can remember frosting cookies too with like my grandma. That was always a good memory. And we're gonna do that Muggsy. Once she's old enough and can participate, and I'm sure those would be great memories for her. But right now, I don't want to put up a Christmas tree. Don't at me. Don't make me. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Yeah, but the commercial, the grandpa and grandma should have just set up all that stuff, be like, look what we have here. Not for you, Natasha. Grandma, what's the Wi-Fi password? None of your goddamn business. That's what it is. Get out here. Ungaula is my Xfinity. Although, they're going to be really pissed off when that introductory rate is over. Yeah, because you guys have that too. When it's either your TV or your internet, and it's like, oh, pay $3.50, about $3.50 a month for the first 12 months, and then it escalates up to $79.99 a month. Oh, you want to cancel? That's a $75 fee, and if you want to come back, that's a $200 reset up fee. And so you're just like, well, shit. I guess I'm stuck. But anyways, that's internet stories. Fantastic. If you want to support this show, tell a friend. Spread the word about the Dad Mode podcast. And occasional commercial critiques. And me talking about Christmas cookies. Cookies, even though I mean less sugar. Also, do you know why sugar in everything? That's why I want to know. Yeah. Like, you know how much sugar is in ketchup? It's ridiculous. It's nuts. Show's available on iTunes, Stitcher, and iHeartRadio. And also follow us on Twitter. I'm at Andy Carlson Show. The show is at Dad Mode Pod. And also do our Facebook page up. Do it up. The website, as always, dadmodepod.com. But until next time, be a man, be a father, go Dad Mode. Love you a long time.
Think the episode you just heard is worth $1? Well, send it our way. Visit dadmodepod.com/support to find out how. Be a man, be a father. Go dad mode. The music is created and produced by Deeb. To hear more of his tracks, visit soundcloud.com/Deeb.
Hey everyone, it's me, Nickason, aka Uncle Nick, co-host of the Dad Mode podcast. Before we begin the show, I thought I'd let you guys know about a side project I'm working on called the Nickason podcast. That's right, I am hosting my own podcast where I talk about the latest news in the entertainment world. From movies, television, music, anything pop culture, I talk about it on my show. So please check me out, the Nickason podcast. We air new episodes every Wednesday. Now, on with the show.